So with welfare, it is based on getting people up and going and back fully able to work. It can include additional education. That's the focus of it. It also requires 10 hours of community service a week to receive. So that's a welfare type system for some of the welfare aspect. The education aspect, again, when you are 19, well, when you turn 20, you are done with your education. That is free. Any future education is going to either cost you money, in which I have a college program where once you complete certain levels, you get whatever you pay back is matched, and then occasionally can be matched at higher rates. Sometimes based on the job, sometimes based on the number of hours you're working. There's a few variations there that I have thought about. When it comes to retirement, quote, early retirement is going to come at age 60, provided you want to provide at least 10 hours of community service a week. Otherwise, retirement is not until age 70. We're living longer, and there's more ability to survive and all that stuff. There isn't a Medicaid or a Medicare system. However, once you go into the retirement system, the way that the healthcare system is, you do get, rather than just one specialty, you can have 3 specialty areas to help if you have different things that you are dealing with. Specialty areas mean certain types of care are going to be included in the coverages, and medicine is mostly not free. It's paid for by that 75 cents or $1 that every person who works is contributing towards, or their employer is on their behalf, including the government. Like there's no getting out of it. If you are trying to start a business, and this can come inside of the, like no contract employees, you can be a sole proprietor and have a contract with a company, but and even that I'm not even sure about. I think pretty much everyone should be either an employee of or business owner. It makes the whole taxation system a lot simpler. But let's say you are wanting to start your own business, whether it is as a reseller and you're your own company. So I'm talking not MLMs. Like MLMs in the traditional sense will have to change, but you can have like sign-on bonuses for if you get somebody else to join you. But otherwise, just the whole method and system has to change there. But let's say it is somebody who's going to sell lipsticks and makeup and such, any number of the different ones that do that. If this is what you want to do and you're trying to start out, there will be, for small businesses, this is, by small, it means that you are required to operate within the 5 times mode, and for the first year you don't have to pay the employee tax, or even like there's grants, and there are 1-year grants that will be to help businesses get going, to help individuals get going within a business. And the grant includes paying the person $1 an hour. It includes the cost of, and I think it people. But X number of employees will be covered in that with the $1 minimum. And it is a basic grant. You have 1 year. And if in that year you're able to succeed, you can start paying everything yourself, or seek out banks who would be able to provide additional grants or loans, more so. When it comes to usury and interest, interest rates would be drastically altered. The max interest rate would be that anyone could charge would be 7%. And that's for anything. No restriction on charging upfront fees or other things. But usury, the limit would be 7%. And that would be for credit cards, homes, whatever. That